Good evening, everybody. My name is Manuel Bispo. I'm here in Brussels, and I'm going to give more one. Have the opportunity to give you more one talk for the NECAFLA. Huh? So our our theme of today is why do we forget our past existences? Huh? Is a question a lot of people that believe that is a, a past experience existence. They say, "Hey, I'm going to make a regression. I want to see what I was a king, I was a queen." Okay, so let's make some minutes today to talk about this. Okay, uh, just to tell you, we are going to, as we do, some short information, and just to say, we keep our talks by internet. We are studying to come back in step by step, alive in the CAFLA here in Brussels. We keep our study group in Portuguese and French, and also the fraternal services in Portuguese, French, English. Uh, Also, we have our library is open. You can contact for those all those information. You can contact by email or checking our Facebook and internet. Also, we came back with our magnetic passes for treatment. So just drop us a message or in by WhatsApp also to make some to go there. Okay, so as usual, we are going just to make some connection with our uh, spiritual friends, our mentor. And after, I'm going to tell you today. In fact, this question is very well discussed in the talking about the our pains and afflictions in the chapter 5 of the Gospels according to Spiritism, when they say, "Blessed are the afflicted." In the item 11, there is we discuss about the forgetfulness of the past. Yeah? So, and then after I say that we are going to just to talk about this, and we close with a small vibration and a prayer. Okay, so let's go to our. I invite you, if you are connected or you are listening to the or seeing the video right now, just some seconds to look in this very calm ocean in a beach, to breathe very deep and calmly, and connect to our spiritual friends, our mentors. Ask them to be with us and all our spiritual friends, uh, thanking this opportunity of learning, of reflection, that we can use that during our along our days, in each minute of our existence right now. This great opportunity that God gave us to be in the planet at this moment. Okay, so thank you, God. So, guys, why do we forget our past? As I told you, is the the chapter 5. There is an item very short. They talk about this. Okay, so uh, they say, okay, the Spiritism says you are spirit. We are spiritual people, spiritual beings living a material experience, and we live several existence back there. And why don't we remember? Why don't we remember those experience? Or is it valid to remember the last reincarnation, the past reincarnations? Let's let's talk about this. And another very good question is, what about the learnings, the knowledge from other reincarnations? Is very common to see in the internet. Kids, very children playing the piano or making difficult calculations. Hey, come on, they didn't have time to learn about this. So must be from the past. The best existence, the best experience, knowledge, and why some guys remember and the others not. That's what we are talking about. First, what I'd like to show you to make you, I'm going to put big to what we have to remember that all our pains and afflictions we have today during this very life we are here, they have cause in the past, or we have caused those affliction in this life. We have discussed this. There's one video from the Kafla and the Kafla's channel. You can check on it. So okay, we know that our pains afflictions came from past cause. What does it mean, past cause? It means that, as you see here, we have our life now with our family, friends, and we you have several tests. Some guys have more than others, pain, afflictions, atonements. So what we explain is with the cause and effect law. Most of cause can be from the past, from the past, the lives we had before, when we acquire the knowledge, experience, and so on, that we are talking about. Why you don't remember this? Of course, all this we are uh, experimenting now, the consequences of this, and also is going to have effects in our future life. So just to remember you about this. Also, one thing is that is in this chapter is God consider that it's convenient that a veil be cast over our past. Our past be we be forget, because it is to our advantage. It's to our it's to facilitate our life today. So that's the reason we receive as a empty book to write again our history. Okay, so that's what we're talking about. We have the plurality of existences and also the law of cause and effect. So we have past experience, good or bad, we don't know. That is, we are, uh, let's say, living today the consequence of this. Remember, we are in a regenerating world, planet. Of course, it is going to to pass the test. We are going to increase our level, but of course, we have to work for that. Okay, so remember, we have past causes because we have a lot of existences, and what we suffer today is the consequence or is the effect of a past experience we had. So why we don't remember our past existence? Because this remembrance would be a very great inconvenience in our existing life. It can cause for us a great humility, or maybe make us very prideful. Let's see, I put here a king that we can interfere uh, in our free will, knowing what I was, or a position, or I don't know, status I had, so they can interfere in my free will to take my decisions in this actual life. And all those remembrances can cause inevitable perturbations in our relationships, in our family, in our friends, in our job. Huh? So mainly about our decisions. The decision we are going to take is because I know I was like this. I am going to repeat, or so. That for this, God gives us this very good, let's say, opportunity. Eh? So why? Because a spirit, us, frequently we reborn into the same ambient, same family, same even same region, same country, where it has previously lived. And we establish again the same relationships. This in order to be connected all the guys to repay consequence, remember consequences, to repay a eventual evil we have done. And with a neighbor, with relatives, and so on. Also, if we recognize the same persons who perhaps we had been hated by us, can rekindle old emotions, old feelings that can again interfere in our free will. In any case, this kind of humiliation would be felt on confronting those people that had been offended by us. So I don't know. Our existing family is our group of the past, and we have some fights and we have some problems. And now, okay, you can with my sister, you with my friend, and this one, the chief come back as my father, and so on. We don't know. We don't know. But one thing you have also to remember: God, God is supremely good and just. So, in order that we may improve ourselves, God has gave us precisely what we need. That this, huh? That is sufficient and nothing more. So, what we have is the voice of conscience. We have our voice of conscience. We know what we did. And also, we have our tendencies, our instinctive tendencies. These we don't lose, we bring in our existing life. God has just deprived us of what would be prejudicial for the tasks we have to do in this life. So again, guys, if you don't remember, it's because it will be good for us to not remember. We are only going to remember what is an advantage for us, what to be, let's say, good to be used. Again, when we reborn, we bring what we have acquired in past experience. The human born exactly the same way he has made himself. So what we did, what we trained, what the tendencies, the behaviors, we bring all this. But for us, it's very little, matters very little to know what we were before. So for people, it doesn't matter. What I was a king, I was a thief. Yes, I was a priest. It doesn't matter. What God gives us a white page to rewrite our history. Of course, we have to assume the consequence of our past acts. But this is a learning. Remember, we are in a planet of re-education. Uh, all the good resolutions, decisions that we feel bound to make came from the voice of our conscience. This voice of conscience, we know what who we are. This conscience we bring to this life. Okay? Of course, to finish, this forgetfulness only happens during we are incarnate, during our bodily existence. When we return to the spiritual world, we all the remembrance of our last existence, we regain all this, we remember. But it's not only we what we call death. Okay, when we are going to die, I'm going to remember everything I have done. Yes, but what is most interesting is not only when we are going to die, when the so-called death. During the sleep, we we are conscious of our past acts. Because during the sleep, our spirit experiments a kind of liberty, and we have partial remembrances. And during the sleep, when you have this partial remembrance, we understand very well why we have some problems today, why I'm suffering like this, or why am I insecure, or why I'm nervous, or why I have a problem with somebody, etc. This is a very good tip to us, and we so when we have these partial remembrances, we understand what we are passing, what are our pains and afflictions. But when we are wake up, of course we forget this one. We just have a small, let's say, uh, remembrance that we call dreams, or in our conscience we know, we understand sometimes some problems we have. We understand some circumstances we are passing, but of course uh, we just we going to remember what is as advantage for us, because God is good. Our mentors are there. They are going to what is prejudicial for our existence. We are going to forget. So that during some dreams, say I remember just small parts. I felt I encountered my father that had died. So I met some guys. Sometimes I understood the problem. I discussed it. So we have learnings during the sleep because we remember our past acts, we remember the past cause, and then this is to help us in our existence, actual existence. Of course, if we want to use those learnings, so that's the message. We don't mind what we have done. Don't mind. God gave us another chance to be here in this planet, in this moment, with the people we are here, our family. And what what you have to do is when you're going to sleep, ask your mentor to be with you. Try to connect to receive good advices, to be inspired. If you have a problem, to be inspired about that problem, because during this sleep, when you have this small liberty, we remember our some of our past acts, and they help us to try to solve the problems of today. Okay, so guys, I'd like to just to show you a message. I try to translate to English. I'm going to show you now. This is a very good message. I like those messages. I'm trying to. You were born in in the home you needed. You received the physical body you deserved. You live in the best place that God could provide you, according to your progress. You have the financial resources consistent with your needs in this life, neither more nor less, just for your earthly struggles. Your work environment is what you spontaneously choose for your realization. Your relatives and friends are the souls that you attract with your own affinities. Therefore, your destiny is constantly under your control. You choose, collect, elect, attract, search, expel, modify everything that surrounds your existence. Your thoughts and will are the key to your actions and attitudes. They are the sources of attraction and repulsion in your experiential journey called life. Don't complain or play the victim. First of all, analyze and observe. The change is in your hands. Reprogram your goal, seek the good, and you will live better this life. Okay, that's the message I'd like to share with you. Just to close, I come back with this very beautiful sea, very calm. Just to say, dear God, Jesus, our guide, the governor of the planet, we just I'd like we would like to thank you for this opportunity you have in this life at this moment in this planet. To thank you, all my family, all the friends we have around, all the people that we meet today, even remotely, that help us in our progress. Inspire us, dear God. Allow that our mentors, our friends, spiritual friends, be with us during this path of redemption. Thank you. So, guys, that's where I am here. So, thank you very much. Have a very good week with good decisions, good sleep, very good inspirations. Bye bye. Ciao, ciao. God bless you.